9 most influential mothers in the Bible. 1. Eve, the first mother. Eve was created by God to be a companion to Adam. She was the first woman and the first mother. Her very name means life. Adam and Eve had many children. They fulfilled God's plan for populating the earth. 2. Sarah, the mother of the Jewish nation. Sarah was Abraham's wife. She was a pious woman and a prophetess. Abraham and Sarah waited for a son. Sarah became impatient. She told Abraham to have a son with her maid, Hagar. But when Sarah was 90, she finally gave birth to Isaac. He was a forefather to Jesus. 3. Hagar, the mother who endured. Hagar was a maidservant to Sarah. She became pregnant with Abraham's child. Sarah mistreated Hagar, so she fled toward her native Egypt. But she met the angel who told her to return. Later Hagar and her son Ishmael were sent away into the desert, but God led her to a well. 4. Rebekah, the mother who believed. Rebekah married Isaac to give him children. She was uncomfortable during her pregnancy. The babies were jostling in her womb. Rebekah asked God why this was happening, and he replied,
2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples from within you will be separated. 1 people will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger.
Rebekah gave birth to Esau and Jacob. 5. Jochebed, the selfless mother. Jochebed was the mother of Moses. The Egyptians were killing all Hebrew infants. So Jochebed put baby Moses in a waterproof basket. She set it adrift on the Nile. The Pharaoh's daughter found and adopted Moses as her own son. God arranged it so Jochebed could be his wet nurse. 6. Elizabeth, the unlikely mother. Elizabeth was barren for most of her life. Her husband Zechariah grew frustrated. But one day, angel Gabriel appeared to him. Gabriel told Zechariah his wife would soon bear a son. Zechariah doubted him, as he and Elizabeth were too old. Gabriel struck him dumb until the prophecy was fulfilled. Elizabeth's son John started to speak at 8 days old. He started praising the Lord. John later became known as John the Baptist. 7. Rachel, the mother of the 12 tribes. Rachel was exceptionally beautiful. Jacob, Rebekah's son, fell in love with her, but Rachel's father Laban deceived him into marrying her sister Leah. Rachel and Jacob were reunited in the end. She gave birth to 12 sons. They sired the 12 tribes of Israel. 8. Mary, the Virgin Mother. Mary was single when an angel came to her. He told her she would become the mother of the Savior. Mary knew that her sudden pregnancy would be suspicious, but she submitted and gave birth to Jesus. Mary married Joseph, and they brought up Jesus as their son. During her life, Mary bore much sorrow. She watched her son crucified on Calvary, but she also saw him resurrected. 9. Hannah, the blessed mother. Hannah was one of Elkanah's 2 wives. He loved Hannah very much, but she was barren. So Hannah prayed to God to give her a son, pledging,
I will give him to the Lord for all the days of his life, and no razor will ever be used on his head.
God answered her prayer. Hannah had a son named Samuel. She kept her promise, and Samuel would grow up to lead the Israelites. He anointed Saul and David as the first kings.